Today here at Brennan we're looking at the Linmac WV-310DS double miter bandsaw. This bandsaw is manufactured in Taiwan and is a double miter saw. It will miter 60 degrees to the right and will also come back to 45 degrees to the left. The 1-inch blade on this saw is powered by a 1.5 horsepower motor with a direct drive into a gearbox controlled by a variable frequency drive. Variable speed by use of a potentiometer lets you dial in the blade to exactly the speed that you need for the material you're cutting. Other features on this saw are adjustable guide arm for the width of your material. Our blade tension device actually has a gauge on it with a mark on it to the green area that you know you have your correct tension on your blade. Also standard on this is a little limit switch that gives you blade breakage. If your blade breaks, the machine is going to shut off. A nice feature to have. The vise has a quick lock vise. So once you get your vise set by the use of a hand wheel to get it into position, by use of a lever, it locks it in place for doing multiple pieces over and over again without having to crank on your handle of it. Comes standard with a little length gauge that fits into the front of your machine so you can bring your material up to the gauge. Has a scale on it to get it set exactly where you want. The feed is controlled by a closed loop hydraulic system with a ball valve on here, so you use the gravity feed of the head to feed down with a little ball valve to adjust your speed of your feed rate. Another unique feature of this saw is by flipping an area over on your spring, you can use it as a pull down saw and not using the gravity feed. So you can use it in either one of those ways. Coolant on this saw is, there's a coolant tank in the base that's easy to get out to clean. The coolant is delivered through the pump directly to both guide arms, both on the drive side and the idler side, so your coolant's getting right to your blade. Machine comes with a blade brush, so cleaning your gullets out of your blade as it passes by, keeping your blade clean to help you with your blade life. Okay, so now we're going to start up this saw and we're going to do a couple test cuts. We'll demonstrate for you some 90-degree cuts on a couple different pieces of material, and then we'll also show you how we can slide the vise and miter left and right. Okay, we're going to cut a piece of 4x4 by 1/2 inch angle iron here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our vise. We're going to use a hand wheel to bring it in to contact the material. Then just move it back maybe a quarter turn to allow us to slide it forward to get to our length that we want. And we'll just use our quick lock to lock it in position. Next step we're going to do is we'll start up our blade. Make sure our coolant's turned on. You can see that we're getting coolant to the blade. Right now we're running at 67 feet per minute. So for this cut here, we're just going to turn it up to 125 roughly. So we just dial it right in with our feed rate. Blade shuts off at the end of the cut. Nice square cut. To swing our head to 45 or 60 degrees, we unlock the pivot, disengage the locating pin, which has quick locates for 45 and 60 degrees. Once you've disengaged it, you swing your head. Then you can just let the locking pin ride on the casting, and it will lock in at 45 degrees. See, the head speeds up as it gets through the wall. When left mitering, we must move our vise to the front of the machine. That's done by disengaging 2 locking mechanisms, then sliding our vise along the table to a stop, then relock in position. Then we're going to swing our head to the left position. We'll disengage our quick lock pin, swing the head around, stops at 45 degrees at a stop, lock it in position. Blade's going to shut off at the bottom of the cut. We'll raise our head out of the cut. Coolant comes off. There's a piece with a 45-degree left and 45-degree right miter. Thanks for watching our video today. The WV-310DS has a capacity of 9-inch round or 6x12 rectangular. We have it available in 230 volt 3-phase or 575 volt 3-phase. Also, if you're looking for something a little smaller or a little larger in your bandsaw requirements, give us a call here at Brennan. I'm sure we can find a machine to suit your needs. Thanks again.